What's up, millionaires in the making? Welcome back to another episode of the MITM Podcast, where we unlock success daily by journeying through the 6 pillars. I am your host, Tye Aarons, the founder of the MITM Club. And today, we're talking about why leaders review before they push forwards. With that being said, run my intro.
Caught up in them bright lights, lusting for shiny things that's golden. Everything ain't always what it seems, that it's soaking. Chasing my dreams, coming apart at my seams. Best believe that the money is the moment. All
right. Welcome back to another episode of the MITM Podcast. What my lead is at? What my lead is in the building? Today we're talking about why leaders review before they push forwards. And this is the roadmap, guys. This is the roadmap to help you get from where you are now to where you want to go. Now, review creates situational awareness. Effective leadership depends on understanding the current position before deciding the next move. Without a review, decisions are based on assumptions rather than evidence. When we're reviewing, I want you guys to think about, where did you come from? Where are you now versus where you want to go versus where you are going? Because those are often two very different things. And sometimes with the review, you can look at other people around you. I got to review the people around me. I got to review my friends and family. I got to look all over the place. Reviewing is taking so many different data points so that you can make an excellent decision as you move forward. Now, research and performance science shows that regular reflection and feedback improves your strategic decision making because leaders operate with clear information. Review transforms activity into insight. Now, your reflection strengthens your learning. Action alone does not guarantee improvement. Okay? We talked about this. Practice does not make perfect. It is a lie. Practice makes permanent. Improvement occurs when action is followed by evaluation. Now, learning research shows that reflection helps individuals identify what worked, what failed, what should change. Without this process, people often repeat the same mistakes over and over again. I don't know if you guys know that song with Nelly and anyways. They keep making the mistakes over and over again. Whereas review converts experience into knowledge. If you guys want to see like what the research is, look for David Kolb. He talks about experiential learning theory, or look at Anders Ericsson, where he goes over deliberate practice research. Okay. Now, reviewing prevents drift. When individuals or organization move forward without pausing to review outcomes, small misalignments accumulate. Regular review acts like course correction in navigation. It identifies deviations early before they compound into larger problems. Leaders review, and it's not to slow progress, but it's to protect the direction. If you were to drive on a road trip and you never double checked your map, you're not getting to where you want to get to. I'm sorry. It's not happening. You got to review. Hey, I took 10 steps. Where am I now? I took 20 steps. Where am I now? And keep doing that over and over again. Every time I say over and over again, that song by Nelly plays in my head. Review clarifies your priorities. Leadership often involves competing demands and limited resources. Okay, if you're a business owner, you should get that. Okay, there's so many demands and limited resources. If you're a parent, parent of multiple kids, limited competing demands, limited resources. It's crazy. Reviewing outcomes helps leaders determine whether current efforts are aligned with the most important objectives. Goal setting research shows that progress tracking increases commitment and improves your goal achievement. This is why I make sure that every single workout that I put my clients through, they see their progress. Sometimes we don't see a PR, but we see, hey, we did 35 workouts right now. Good job. You're on the right track. Keep it going. Review highlights what deserves continued investment. Now, reflection improves decision quality. It's one thing to review to see where you are, and it's another thing to reflect to see how did the movement that I just make, or how good was it? Okay? When people pause to evaluate the results and the data is so important. Give me more data. I love data. I love data points. But when you actually evaluate results and you look at the data, you're less likely to rely on intuition alone or react emotionally. Intuition has its place. Emotions has its place. You got to use them strategically. You can't let them rule your life. Review encourages more deliberate thinking and reduces the influence of bias and impulse. And then with better information, you can make better choices. Now, here are the main points I want you guys to remember from today's little chat, innit? Movement without review risks drift. Let me say that again in case you didn't hear me. Movement without review risks drift. You can start drifting. You just start moving in a direction. You're moving frantically. Oh, now you're way off course. Review protects your direction. Actions create experience, and reflection creates improvement. We got to have both. We want to take massive action and then just double check to make sure that the action we took was a good action. Leaders do not review to slow momentum. They review to ensure momentum is moving in the right way. You want to make sure that you're constantly going in the right direction. Now, if you've been feeling lost, if you've been feeling a little stuck, that's okay. All right? These things happen to us in general. And this is why I created the MITM Club. It's millionaires in the making for a reason. You're on the process to becoming who you were meant to be. You may not be there yet, and that's totally okay. So many people are not there yet. But if you're tired of drifting through life, or you want to stop yourself from drifting before it happens, you got to join the club. Click the link down below to either, I would say, grab the book, Stop Drifting, and then join the MITM Club after. But that pretty much wraps up today's episode of the MITM Podcast. And I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.
Give them that creme de la creme whenever I spit that hot. Ain't no lose or draw when it's the only option. Till I'm balling like Stockton, I'm locked in. Researching the best stock tips. Gossip unless it makes a profit.